Meditation is really like an excavation of sorts. And if we know that, we're able to do a whole lot with it. Because it's an excavation, your plot of soil has your contents of it, has your, DNA, your experiences, your all of that. We all are on one earth, and we're all, who I'm speaking to right now in America. And so we have certain conditions that are familiar. We're all on a similar land, so some things we're going to find the same. We're all human, but each of us has some variant of that, and each of us is going to find different things. Because of that, what you need is tools of excavation. And that's what I hope that this practice of meditation gives you, is tools to start and continue that process until your soil is nice and fertile and you're aware of when something invasive is coming into your soil and when something brilliant and flourishing and nourishing is coming into your soil. Because meditation is also a practice, a continual thing, is not something that you do until you reach this point. Everybody talks about enlightenment as if that's a goal to achieve. The truth is that it's a continued practice of tending. Literally, the word for meditation has its roots in remembrance. It's a remembering to care for your plot, a remembering to notice and pull the weeds out when you need to, and feed the good things when you need to. So I hope these techniques, these practices, these videos that I'm sharing with you provide you with those tools to dig, to clean it out, to feed it, and that they benefit you. Begin by finding a comfortable place and way to rest. That could be seated or lying down. And as you settle in, look at your mind and notice in that first look that it's quiet. Notice the quiet of the space that you're in. Notice the sound of the quiet. And if there's another sound that comes, notice that the sound of quiet is still there. It still exists. The other sound passed by, passed over the quiet. Now notice the sensation of stillness and quiet in your body. And notice that if a movement, a sensation, or the mind moving or thought comes, that the quiet and stillness are also still there. You can touch them. You can feel them. Which is how we feel the movement that comes, how we notice the thought that comes. Once we recognize stillness and quiet, and allow ourselves to just rest into that noticing, each sound, each movement, each thought that comes, we can notice it pass right by the quiet and stillness. And sometimes we might not notice that we get carried along with it. Eventually we do. And in those moments, notice the quiet again. Notice the feeling of stillness. Notice the tendency of the mind getting pulled away from the quiet. Notice the flutterings of movement or tension in the body as they just begin, before they become full-blown. Notice if another sound comes into your space, if it pulls you away from the stillness. And notice that it doesn't have to, that you can sit in the stillness without being disturbed when a sound comes. Similarly, you can sit in the stillness when a thought comes or a physical sensation, movement of the body happens. Continue to be with the quiet stillness. Continue to be with what is in this moment. Continue to get more comfortable with the stillness. Continue to release the tugs and pulls that the mind and body have over the stillness. Continue to experience the body as the breath happens, and maybe you're able to notice your heartbeat. There's no time limit. There's no time goal. There's no other goal. Just continue to notice the stillness. Continue to be in the stillness. Continue with this practice until you felt a comfortable period of resting into that quiet stillness. The video will be ending, and you can remain as long or as short as you like or as you have time in your day.